Darkness. It lurks within the shadows of humanity, a chilling reminder of our capacity for evil. While history often portrays men as the primary perpetrators of violence, a closer look reveals a chilling truth that is often overlooked. Women too have walked the path of darkness, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake, just as men have. These are not mythical creatures or figures of fiction. They are real women, driven by motives as complex and varied as the crimes they committed. Their stories, often shrouded in mystery and intrigue, offer a glimpse into the darkest corners of the human psyche. We are drawn to these tales of deadly women, captivated by the enigma of their actions and the mysteries that surround them. Why did they choose the path of violence? What led them to such drastic decisions? What drove them to such desperate measures? Was it revenge, desperation, or something more sinister? The answers, like the women themselves, are multifaceted, defying easy categorization. Join us as we delve into the lives and crimes of some of history's most notorious female killers, peeling back the layers of their stories to uncover the darkness within, and perhaps understand the human condition a little better. Victorian England, a time of rigid social structures and a world where appearances were everything. It was against this backdrop that Mary Ann Cotton, a seemingly ordinary woman, began her reign of terror. Married young, Cotton quickly discovered a sinister method for escaping the confines of her unhappy unions: arsenic.
One by one, her husbands fell victim to mysterious illnesses, their deaths attributed to natural causes. With each death, Cotton inherited money, fueling her deadly scheme. Her own children too succumbed to the same fate, their lives extinguished to further her financial gain. Cotton's motive, driven by greed and a chilling lack of empathy, reveals a heart consumed by darkness. She used the facade of a loving wife and mother to mask her sinister intentions, becoming a master manipulator in the Victorian era's shadows.
The American heartland, a place often associated with simplicity and warmth, became the hunting ground for Belle Gunness, a Norwegian immigrant with a heart as cold as ice. Gunness, a woman of imposing stature and cunning intellect, used her charm and the promise of love to lure wealthy suitors to her isolated farm.
Little did they know, they were walking into a deadly trap. Gunness's motive was clear greed. She coveted their wealth, and she was willing to kill to get it. Using arsenic as her weapon of choice, she dispatched her victims with chilling efficiency. Their bodies, often dismembered and buried on her property, remained hidden for years, testament to her calculated brutality. Her targets, her ex-husband, a man she once loved but now despised, and his new wife, the woman who had taken her place. Rendell hired 2 hitmen, ruthless and cold-blooded, to carry out her sinister plan. To carry out the deed, a cold and calculated act that shattered the illusion of her perfect life. The trial that followed captivated the nation, exposing the dark side of Hollywood, a place where dreams could quickly turn into nightmares, and the lengths to which one woman would go to satisfy her thirst for vengeance. Narrator, media, Hollywood sign at night, photograph of glitzy Hollywood parties, image of a screenwriter's desk with scripts scattered, dark, moody shot of Hollywood streets. The glitz and glamour of Hollywood often masked a darker underbelly, a world where ambition and desperation could drive individuals to extreme lengths. Judith Rendell, a seemingly successful screenwriter, became entangled in this world, her life taking a sinister turn. Driven by jealousy, bitterness, and a desire for revenge, Rendell orchestrated a horrific crime that shocked even the most jaded Hollywood insiders. Her story serves as a chilling reminder of how far someone can go when consumed by dark emotions.
Section 5. Angels of Death, nurses who took lives. In the sterile halls of hospitals where life and death walk hand in hand, a chilling phenomenon has emerged: nurses who exploit their positions of power to become angels of death.
Driven by a twisted sense of control or a perverse fascination with death, these women betray the trust placed in them, becoming silent predators in the very places meant for healing.
One such case is that of Genene Jones, a Texas pediatric nurse who preyed on the most vulnerable of patients' infants and young children.
Using lethal injections, Jones ended the lives of an estimated 11 to 40 victims, her actions leaving a trail of grief and unanswered questions.
Her motive, a complex mix of power, attention-seeking, and a possible desire to play God, remains a subject of debate to this day. Section 6. The psychology of deadly women, nature versus nurture. The crimes committed by these women raise a profound question. What drives an individual, particularly a woman, to commit such heinous acts?
Is it an inherent darkness, a flaw in their very nature? Or are they products of their environment, shaped by abuse, neglect, or societal pressures?
The answer, as with most things in life, is rarely black and white.
Psychological research suggests a complex interplay of factors contributes to the making of a killer. Childhood trauma, personality disorders, and societal expectations can all play a role in shaping an individual's capacity for violence.
Section 7. Societal expectations and the making of a monster. Women, throughout history, have often been confined to specific roles: wife, mother, caregiver.
These societal expectations, while seemingly benign, can create a pressure cooker for those who don't fit the mold or who feel trapped by their circumstances.
When these pressures collide with mental illness, childhood trauma, or a desperate need for control, the results can be catastrophic.
Some experts believe that women, socialized to suppress their anger and aggression, may internalize these emotions until they reach a boiling point, erupting in acts of extreme violence. Others argue that the crimes committed by women are often driven by a desire for control and power, a way of reclaiming agency in a world that has denied them their voice.
Section 8. The allure of true crime, why we can't look away. True crime, a genre that has exploded in popularity in recent years, offers a glimpse into the darkest corners of the human experience. But what is it about these stories, often filled with violence and tragedy, that captivates our imagination?
Some psychologists believe that our fascination with true crime stems from a primal need to understand and avoid danger. By immersing ourselves in these stories, we learn about the motivations of criminals, the warning signs of danger, and the devastating consequences of violence.
Others argue that true crime provides a sense of order in a chaotic world. The act of solving a crime, even vicariously, can be cathartic, offering a sense of closure and justice. Section 9. Justice and redemption. Can forgiveness exist? The crimes committed by these women are undeniably horrific, leaving behind a legacy of pain and suffering. But amidst the darkness, a question arises: is redemption possible for those who have committed such heinous acts? Can forgiveness exist for those who have taken a life?
The answer is complex and deeply personal. For the families of victims, the pain of loss may never fully heal. The idea of forgiveness, of finding peace in the face of such unimaginable tragedy, may seem impossible. And yet, there are those who, through a long and arduous journey, find a way to forgive, not for the perpetrator, but for themselves, as a way to move forward and reclaim their lives.
Section 10. Lessons learned, recognizing the warning signs. While it is impossible to predict with certainty who will turn to violence, there are often warning signs, red flags that, if heeded, might prevent tragedy. Recognizing these signs, understanding the factors that contribute to violence, is crucial in creating a safer world.
We must be willing to have uncomfortable conversations about mental health, to address the root causes of violence, and to create support systems for those who are struggling. By shining a light on the darkness, by understanding the motivations and the factors that contribute to these heinous acts, we can hope to prevent future tragedies and build a world where violence is not the answer.
Section 11. Conclusion: the enduring enigma of deadly women. The stories of deadly women, like puzzle pieces scattered across time, offer a glimpse into the complexities of human nature. Each tale, unique in its own right, adds another layer to our understanding of the human condition. They challenge our assumptions about gender, violence, and the very nature of evil. These narratives force us to reconsider what we think we know about the capacity for cruelty and malice. These women, driven by a myriad of motives, remind us that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places. Whether driven by desperation, revenge, or sheer malice, their actions leave an indelible mark on history. Their stories serve as a chilling reminder of our own capacity for both good and evil, and the importance of understanding the forces that shape our choices. By examining their lives, we gain insight into the broader spectrum of human behavior. As we delve into the annals of history, we must confront these uncomfortable truths, grappling with the enduring enigma of deadly women and the darkness that resides within us all. It is a journey that requires us to look inward as much as outward. Only then can we truly begin to understand the depths of the human psyche and work towards a future where such horrors are a relic of the past. Through understanding, we pave the way for a more enlightened and compassionate society.